Okay, hi everyone. I'm Nakia Shade. I'm an America's Next Great Author semi-finalist 2022, a Dark Horse Comics author, artist, storyboard artist, character designer, and um, cover designer, like preliminary artist. And I'm the creator of Nakia Shade's Masala fiction dramas. And today I'm going to talk to you about Song of Wata. We're going to have a color and chill session as well. And I'm actually going to take you a little bit behind the scenes of how I am planning out this December coloring page. It's been a little bit for me to get it on the school community, so I do apologize for that. However, I had a couple other conflicting commitments, but since I would rather uh, draw out the idea with you guys and kind of share with you a bit about season one and how it's going. I think it'd be more fun to do this live on my iPad and everything. So we're going to do that today. So if you don't know what Song of Wata is, Song of Wata is my Masala fiction audiobook drama. And I create Masala fiction audiobook dramas for misfit women who prefer art and story to reflect and process identity and healing and reclaiming their power in a non-therapeutic way through art and story instead of like self-help books and psychology books and just stuff that makes us overwhelmed and overthinking. And my fiction makes you relax and calm down and not overthink and just chill. And as a woman that is also like that grew up using bibliotherapy as a way of processing and healing and reclaiming my power as a mixed woman, I definitely want to ensure that women who come across my channel, whether you're mixed or just a misfit woman who lives by your own rules and does your own thing and has um, reclaimed your power over your life, or maybe you're in that journey of becoming more assertive and more confident and having more self love and more self worth, you're welcome to this channel. So, welcome. And if you don't know what masala fiction is, if you're familiar with Bollywood, it's basically Bollywood, but in audiobook, audio drama format. I've had people ask me, will this be a book? Maybe once this season is done and once I get more people that are interested in seeing it in a book, it'll definitely happen. For now, it's living on YouTube as an audio drama. So in the future, it might be a book. It might not be a normal book. It might be a comic or a light novel. Who knows? We'll see. But in the end, it'll be something that I think you all enjoy. And that's just the process of these things. And then back here, I have my greeting cards from my drama Song of Wata. So these are all the cards that I've had either for sale at Bold Coffee and Books in Portland, Oregon, or on my PayHip shop, which is I will link in the description, which is I believe it's linked in the description, but let me see here. I will get that link for you all. And the cards that I have are prayer cards and wish cards and greeting cards. So they are perfect for holiday time gifts. So whether you have a birthday coming up or you have more casual events, or if you just want to gift yourself a card. Maybe you have a altar or a prayer room or a ofrenda or something like that. You can totally put these up in your space. Let me see if I have a couple. I think I put them over here. Okay. These are what two of them look like. So this is what it looks like here. Let me sit more this way so you guys can see. Yeah, it's way better. These are what the cards look like. This is Niambe. She's the oldest sister. Niambe Bar. She's the eldest founding daughter of Kowry Cascadia, and this is Sela Bar. She's the youngest founding daughter of Kowry Cascadia. These greeting cards, wish cards, prayer cards, affirmation cards make perfect gifts for people that you love, for yourself, because in my community on my channel, I always talk about how we need to have more self-care, have more self-love, and as we level up, then other people treat us accordingly. So, wherever you are on the journey of self love and self care, getting things like this beautiful art that has meaning to it, with characters that are similar in journey to become whole and to reclaim power and to heal and to learn and become more self sufficient and women that are feminine in different ways. Nyambe is more soft and more graceful and more classy. And then Sela is more colorful and she is more blunt and straight to the point. And she is very mysterious and alluring. So they're feminine in different ways. And inside, the cards are blank. Let's read this one. This one has some writing in it. I won't share that with you, but this one's blank. And as you can see, it's blank. It's on very good quality paper. This is a really nice quality paper. It is not thin. It has a very nice quality style paper. Now you can see on the back, there is a snippet of the story. So you can get some beautiful art along with the snippet of the story. This is all paper collage style art. So I am a paper collage artist and I do create, don't mind my here with my finger there. I got a little injured, so it's kind of hard to put the nail back on there, but it's okay. With this card, they're all paper collage. So I create collage on canvas, on paper canvas. I use canvas panels. I create paper collage, washi tape, acrylic marker. I create collage with origami paper. I use all types of stuff. And so that is what these cards are made of, traditional media. And then I make cards out of them. So people have something digestible, something fun that you can put, in your room, on your altar, as a gift to family, to friends, to yourself, because you matter, all these types of things. And so that's what I have here. And then I did mention, exactly what we're going to be doing tonight, which is just going to be doodling the concept of this month's coloring page. Usually I just color with you guys, but today I wanted to try something a little bit different because I figured it would be something enjoyable, something different, something fun. And again, my author imprint is called Nakia Shade. I'm an indie publisher and an author imprint, and I publish Masala fiction audiobook dramas on my YouTube channel for misfit women who use fiction in a non-therapeutic way to process and transfer their identities, healing, and reclaim power through art and story rather through self-help or instruction. So this is by no means therapeutic in the sense that I'm like a therapist. I'm not a therapist. I'm just an author. I'm an artist. I use bibliotherapy in my own, you know, rituals and practice, and I enjoy relaxing with dramas like Hallmark movies or anime and things like that. So if you're the type of person that enjoys um, relaxing, chilling, and unwinding with audiobooks or audio dramas, then this is definitely for you. Again, these are available at Bold Coffee and Books in Portland, Oregon. So you can grab some there. And they have a promotion going on. Let me find that on their Instagram page. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, okay, great. Let me see if I can. I don't know how this is gonna work exactly. Okay, great. Image file. Okay, great. Maybe I'll just go here. Oops. Whoops. Mm-hmm. Share screen. Share window. Oh, I'll try this again. Hold on. And this is a wonderful cafe and bookstore in um, Goose Hollow, Portland, Oregon. If you guys have never heard of it, Bold Coffee and Books is absolutely amazing. I am one of the authors there that has like work there like on consignment, and just it's such a beautiful space. It's a really fun community. The owners are super amazing. They're really dedicated to providing a wonderful atmosphere for the community, uplifting and supporting diverse um, voices. Okay, yeah, this is the promotion they have. So what they have right now is they have through December 21st, so like today, to December 21st. If you tag them on social media and you have proof that that you did this, you can get 50% off of any cafe item. So this is your incentive. I sell these there at Bold Coffee and Books. Tag me, tag them, show them at the register that you did so, and then you can get that discount. So let me bring that up again. Yeah, so this is what the post looks like. So you can do that. And they have tons of yummy baked goods there. They have a wonderful jasmine pearl green tea. I love getting that myself. It's super tasty. And they have baked goods as well. So it's wonderful to go over there just to try out the baked goods. It's a really pleasant, peaceful atmosphere. Is accessible by train. So if you use the train, TriMet, or if you bike there or whatever, it's they have parking there as well. They have a new the building that they're near the parking lot. They've changed how it functions, so it's like a paid parking lot. It used to be free, but it's paid. But it's definitely helped with making sure people have parking for events and for the businesses there. Because believe me, before it was hard to find parking. Now it's like there's way more parking. So definitely a good space to go. I highly recommend them. They know me over there. Hi Ali, hi Tim. So yeah, everyone there is really sweet. All the baristas there are really sweet, and it's a wonderful place to go to. Okay, so I mentioned that, and then we're gonna work on this coloring page. So we're gonna switch over to that. I'm gonna get us started. Okay, great. Now let me see if I can change a couple things with the lighting here. I feel as though the lighting is a bit harsh. So when it gets a bit too dark, it starts to glare onto the thing, and I don't really want it to do that. Okay, that should be fine. If it's not for whatever reason, I will fix it. But from what I can see on the screen here, it looks okay. Okay. Increase the contrast, that's fine. Compensation is fine. White balance is a little off. I think that's what the problem is. Just a little bit off. Brightness is fine. Okay. Okay, looks good. Yeah, you know, with this kind of stuff, you have to just, oh, it's a little dark now. Okay, that's better. Okay, yeah, so it's stuff like, with stuff like this, it's just important to test out things. Let me write back. I'm gonna try to get something for my somewhere here. I have a glove that, like, you know, that you can use for art. But I don't know where I put it. So this may not work now. I don't have it. I guess we'll just go without it. I got it. Okay, great. And like I mentioned, we usually have the color chill today, but I figured it'd be fun to just get what I can with the concept of this flame being done with you guys and talk about a little bit about like what's without spoiling, I guess. Because the thumbnail kind of tells you what's gonna happen. Telling you a little bit more about what's gonna happen in this chapter and what you can expect. And I think sometimes people like this kind of stuff. I know that this channel is really about me giving you guys the audio drama. And so it's not really about me sharing like the process. But I know that some people do like this kind of stuff. And I know that hold on. Some people do appreciate seeing a bit of the process, which is okay. But I don't like to share my process because it's boring. And you know, as an artist and as an indie author, an indie publisher, and there's certain things I can't share with you guys legally. Certain things I can't legally share because this is my like proprietary kind of thing. But this I can share because this is doodling and having fun. So, chapter 9. Chapter 9. I don't think you guys are prepared for chapter 9. I don't think you guys understand the fun of chapter 9 for me. With how things are going to go down in chapter 9. Chapter 9 is something I've been planning since September, and it is taking me quite a bit to get to the state it is now. I'm not going to spoil too much, but you know it's either going to be Sela or Niambe on the cover. So that part we know is going to be there. Chapter 9. After the last chapter, I find myself like, okay, how can I top that? Because I left you guys on a cliffhanger. I left you in a dramatic moment. I left you wondering what the heck was going to happen with these girls, with these sisters, and how things are going to go down. I left you there, and that was it. And also, I will. Uh, let's see here. Nope. See if I can. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, I don't think you guys are prepared. I don't think you guys are prepared. So, make sure this looks good. I don't think you guys are prepared for what I have in store for you all. The emotions and everything of what is going to happen in this chapter, and that's the fun of it, right? Like for me, this is fun. I get to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, and then you just have to wait for the resolution. I also wanted to update this a little bit so that you guys know where you can find that coloring page, because I'm working on it right now. But yeah, so I'll share a little bit about like my process when I start coloring pages. I think about the overall mood of the piece. I don't try to get too stuck in details because I think it doesn't help because it's gonna change. I already know it's gonna change. And so I wanted to bring up if I could find. Let me go into the community and show you guys a little something, a little behind the scenes, a little snippet, you know. Let's see here. This one. Okay, let me show you this because I think it's interesting. You might think it's like a little boring, but that's beside the point here. And maybe that's just me. I I think it's also a part of me like wanting to share the process with you guys because it's honestly not interesting. That's why I keep saying it's boring because it is. There's nothing interesting about this at all. It's very much like, okay, here's a sketch, and then here's another sketch. Like it's not exciting, and that's why I think it's like nobody wants to see this. Like nobody wants to see me um creating this. Okay, so this is like for chapter 7, the thumbnail. This is where I started for Sela. And this is her this was her in the scene. I wanted to share like this mysterious girl that's sitting in a pantry closet and like what's going on, like who is she, because up to that point I've only talked about Sela in conversation with Niambe. We never seen her. Maybe in the puppet show scene in chapter 1 we saw her as a child. We never saw her as an adult, so I wanted to introduce her in a way that was like, okay, like who is this chick, like what's going on here. And then with this, I also wanted to like have a moody sort of atmosphere. We know that, at least from what I've shared, that Seal is very different than Yambe. But they're also like two sides of the same coin in a lot of ways. So when I introduced her, I wanted it to feel like there was something wrong. And not like, well, there's something wrong. But it's like, oh, there's something different about her. She's not she's different from her sister. She's not the same person. And that to me mattered a lot because I wanted to make sure that when we meet her for the first time, it's something that feels like it was worth the wait. I always like to make sure that when I'm like creating this kind of stuff, that it's something that you feel like you're invested from the start. And a lot of that comes with like world building and just the way that things unfold in the narrative and how the dialogue goes. But for something like as important as a thumbnail, I really wanted to make sure that you all could really understand Sela's point of view in a very quick way. Like, why is she in this closet? Why is she on the phone? What is she hiding? Like, that was what I wanted to emphasize in this thumbnail. And I was very deliberate in color choice and in the way the lighting was around her. It's a lot of fun for me to make these kind of choices because everything that the Song of Wata is, it is not it's not I'm not using internal dialogue. I'm using dialogue and atmosphere, and I'm using the environment to tell the story. And it's like a play, like, it's like a theatrical thing. So when I designed this thumbnail, I was like, okay, how can I be as dramatic as possible, but still leave you hints and clues? And if you look at the thumbnails of every thumbnail of every episode, there is a clue to the conflict and what will happen in the chapter. So that was really deliberate on my part. But again, like with this lighting, I was like, okay, this is mysterious. Who's this girl? Like, why is she sitting in that closet? Like, where's the phone? Like, where is she? Like, so that was the goal. And I'll share another one, and then I'll get back to drawing. Let's see. So this is the other one. Let me see if I can just make it there. That's a little better. So with this one, this thumbnail, I kept the frame whole to emphasize isolation, for her feeling stuck, for her feeling trapped, for her feeling othered. Like, that was deliberate. If you notice on chapter 8, at least in the animated version, which I think I can bring up, I'll show you. Let's see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. I know it's here somewhere. Maybe it's called chapter. Okay. This is like, this is a good one to get. Let's see. I'll mute it though, because I don't want you to hear it. Like, you can watch it. Okay, so this wave, I did that on purpose. This was to show that something changed, some drastic change happened, that there was a break, a leak, um, of a change, and what was going to happen. So that was a deliberate thing. So completely different from that, from this, where it's like, okay, isolation, whoa, okay, alone, feeling lonely, feeling like an outcast, a misfit, and then it's like this one where it's this whole broken thing. And this is in the video version. In the thumbnail version, it's I believe it's still whole, but when you play the video, you listen to the drama, it'll have that kind of look to it. Okay. So I'm gonna get back to the sketching, but I wanted to share a little bit about that with you guys. And for me, it's a lot of fun to be working in this way. I used to, I mentioned this, but like I used to do a lot more drawing, or rather I used to how do I say this? I don't know why it's being weird. Oh, I know why. I think it's because it's not an image file. This is a camera. All right. Okay, we're back to normal. I don't draw or write the way I used to. Now I prefer dramas because it's just easier for me to write. I don't get stuck with like how a character thinks or what those emotions are. And like growing up, I loved to read, but as I got older, writing became a little more challenging, and I don't like to write the way I used to. Um, it stresses me out. I can write a whole audio drama or a comic, and it doesn't stress me out the same way that writing does, like writing a book. And I think it's because the format is different. I think it's because it's dialogue and it's staging and it's theatrical. And I noticed for myself, I grew up, my father was a singer in Chicago, so he would go to these Indian cultural events and he would sing on stage. And so I was there to help like serve chai to like hundreds of people and would help set up and just do a lot of like the basic stuff. And he would sing there's a name of the bull statue in Chicago. No, it's like it's a sculpture. There's a specific name for it. Ah, Pablo Picasso steel sculpture. That's what it's called. Yeah. Okay. Man, this takes me back, you guys. Okay, I gotta share this. This is really interesting. Is this the right one? Or... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna save this to my downloads, and I'm gonna share this to you guys because this is like I can remember this very vividly. Okay. This was a space that my father would sing um, as a singer. And so I remember him looking in the middle of this. This is the Pablo Picasso steel sculpture that's in Chicago. Where is it? It's the sculpture. It's in Daily Plaza. It's called the Picasso. And it's a 50-foot steel structure. It's made out of steel. And nobody really knows what it looks like. It might be a horse or a bird or something, but this is what that statue is. And so this is a very famous landmark in Chicago. And so this is where like, my father would sing. He sang here like, once or twice, I believe. And so like I just remember these kind of things. So well, the point I was making with what I was saying was I prefer to draw and write dialogue because I grew up around a singer and somebody that sang and somebody that, you know, like with this with this like I just have more memories about people getting dressed up and people um coming together and I gravitate towards that more. For me with writing normally like prose, I get stuck in my head. It causes me a lot of issues and it's not fun for me. I would rather show and tell in an environment with people or whatever instead of getting stuck in my head and overthinking about a fictional character and how she navigates a space. Like it's when I made that change, like the comic with Dark Horse Comics, I made that change professionally and with my indie work, it's just my whole life I became less stressed out. And I think when you grow up as a misfit, you grow up in environments where what you say and who you are is not okay. And you're told to shrink, you're told that you're too much, you're told that you're not correct. You're in environments that don't want you or they don't see you as for who you are. It causes you to overanalyze and you overthink things and you don't, you can't relax. So I figured if I'm gonna be doing something for the next decade or 12 or whatever the heck, you know, I want it to be something that's enjoyable. I want it to be something that I don't have to get stressed out. I want it to be relaxing. And so, and for me, when I won America's Next Door Author semi-finalist, I was like, an author can write anything. An author can write a comic or a play. or a drama, an author can do whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself permission to go back to what I know how to do, which is to create dramas, to create audiobook dramas, to create characters that are different, and that maybe these characters are not the type of female, like, kind of characters that most people would want, or that are used to because of Western media. But in my cultures, these are like archetypes for queens and goddesses, and um, for heroes and warriors and mothers and women. And it took winning that contest to be picked out of 3,000 applicants to be in the top 100 to realize that. And as I was told by one of the book doctors, that my specificity and my perspective and who I am is why I was picked. And so, you know, that was validating enough. That was all the encouragement I needed to start going in that direction. And there are other authors and content creators and actresses and writers that come from a Latina or a African diaspora or an Asian background, that we understand this. We know that this is how women are. We lean into that. Um, we understand that women are not just, you know, soft. They're not just one way of expression of being a woman. There's different ways, and they're all feminine. They're all, women. And so I just, as I went back to what I know, which is my cultures, which is who I am, and why I'm an American Secret Author semi-finalist, and why I'm a Dark Horse Comics author, and why I would love to pitch this one for distribution with Dark Horse, and um, you know, have them have a license to what I do. Um, to license this, however they would like to have it on their shelves, because my name's already in their database. I want to come into the spaces like this. I want to continue to create in this way because it matters to me, and other people resonate with it, and it's fresh, it's different, it's unique. There's something to be said about the stereotypes because it latches people onto a concept, an archetype. But when there's other archetypes out there and there's no stereotypes for those, what do? You create new archetypes. You add something new to the mix. You create something where others can um, join, and where it's not punitive, but it's inviting, and you're encouraged to explore. I have to go and check on my food, but I'll be right back. So I'm gonna leave this here, and yeah, I will be right back. All right, hello. I'm gonna end the stream a little early. We're already like an hour in, so I think that's good enough. I didn't finish this sketch, but it will be done. Let's see, I can show you this a little bit better. It will get done for the upcoming episode. It will get done. This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail sketch, and then sometimes from the thumbnail I can create a coloring page. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you so much. If you just subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you're just joining me at the end of the stream, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my YouTube channel, check out my greeting cards at Bold Coffee and Books in Portland, Oregon. Check out my Pay Hip shop. Everything's in the description down below on my YouTube channel. If you're joining me on LinkedIn, everything that you would need would be on my Instagram page, so you can check that out on my Instagram page. And then other than that, oh, if you're on Facebook, then I'll also have something in the description as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'm at the end of the stream, so I'm gonna end the stream right now. But thanks so much for being here, and check out for chapter 9 coming very soon on YouTube. Thank you.